Rangers are on the hunt for a permanent new manager to replace Philippe Clement. Despite some promising results from Barry Ferguson, it's understood by most that the former captain probably won't get the job. In today's video, we have some massive manager news to share as Fabrizio Romano has confirmed a deal for a new permanent manager at Ibrox is incredibly close. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers have pulled out of fulfilling a friendly match in Australia, it can be revealed. For the second time in 3 years, the Ibrox club have withdrawn from playing in a friendly down under. It's understood Rangers were due to fly to Australia for a match against Greek giants Olympiacos at the end of the season. This would have seen Barry Ferguson take the team on a 5-day trip at the end of the month, starting on Monday, May 26th, before return flights home on Friday, May 30. It's believed the match was due to take place on Wednesday, May 28th. However, the plug was pulled on the trip after Rangers' progression in this season's Europa League. Ahead of the two-legged quarter-final tie against Athletic Bilbao, club chiefs decided the end-of-season schedule would have put too much strain on the players, and first-team staff should the club have made it to the Europa League final. Of course, Rangers' hopes of European glory were dashed with a 2-0 defeat in Spain, but the outcome of the tie wasn't known when the decision was made to withdraw from playing Olympiacos. It's the second time Rangers have backed out of a friendly in Australia. They previously did so after a friendly tournament was organised down under, which was set to feature both Rangers and Celtic. This would have seen the teams play each other for the first time outside of Glasgow. Fans were unhappy with that prospect, and so Rangers were forced to perform a U-turn regarding their participation in the match to be played in Sydney. This saw Rangers miss out on a £3 million payday. Now, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed some massive Rangers manager news as Rangers' hunt for a manager is ongoing, with club officials hopeful that a deal to appoint a new man could be completed within 4 weeks. The club have been looking for a new permanent manager since Philippe Clement left Ibrox in February, and one name under real consideration to become the new manager at Ibrox is Davide Anchelotti. Barry Ferguson was appointed interim manager by CEO Patrick Stewart, but is not expected to continue in the dugout, with incoming sporting director Kevin Thelwell and Gretar Steinsson, the 49ers technical director, leading the search for a new boss. As explained by RFC News last week, the appointment of Clement's successor is not dependent on the takeover being sealed first officially. Thelwell has not yet formally started his role at Ibrox as sporting director, but is leading the interview process with Steinsson. Coinciding with the imminent takeover pioneered by 49ers Enterprises, the club are expected to be under new ownership and management in June. Reports in Italy on Sunday suggested that Davide, the current Real Madrid assistant manager, was under serious consideration for the vacant managerial role at Ibrox. Anchelotti, 35, is the son of football legend Carlo, who is leaving Real Madrid at the end of the season. Yesterday, it was confirmed that Carlo would become the new Brazil coach ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Last night, reports in Spain, supported by Fabrizio Romano later on, corroborated Rangers' interest in Ancelotti, suggesting that a deal to appoint the young coach as Clement's successor was imminent. Rangers have established a long list of candidates, featuring a variety of backgrounds and including some coaches from the Red Bull family, which has strong links to the 49ers, with hopes of nailing down an appointment inside the next month. Sources close to the situation at Ibrox have suggested that the club remain in discussions with a number of candidates and are yet to finalise their decision. However, Ancelotti is understood to be one of the names under consideration for the role. Ancelotti would represent a bold appointment, entering management without the support of his father. However, a talented coach in his own right, Carlo has often entrusted training and tactical decisions to his son. Rangers have appointed and sacked 3 managers since Steven Gerrard left the club in 2021. As previously stated by RFC News, the next appointment in the dugout is likely to be one without any previous ties to the club. Both Steinson and Thelwell have worked at Everton in recent years as head of recruitment and development 2018 to 2022 and director of football 2022 to 2025, respectively. Ancelotti also spent 2 years at the club from 2019 to 2021 before returning to Real Madrid with his father, having won 2 Champions League titles subsequently. Javi Martinez, the former Bayern midfielder, described him in an interview with the BBC. Davide completes Carlo and helps him understand the evolution of football. Davide is incredible, prepared, serious, a great person like his father. Barry Ferguson has urged the incoming consortium to appoint a manager as quickly as possible, with a busy transfer window to follow before Champions League qualifiers in July. The changes are starting to happen, and that's a real positive in my eyes, he said after a 1-1 draw against Celtic. Kevin has come in as sporting director. I think he starts in the middle of June or the start of July. But we need to get started because it's a couple of weeks before the end of the season. Before you know it, you're in the qualification games for the Champions League, and then the season is upon you. There's a lot of work to be done, and the club need to make that decision about who's going to be leading the team pretty soon. In other news, Russell Martin has admitted he is ready to get back into management amid links with the Rangers job. The former Ibrox defender has been reported to be in the mix to become the next permanent Rangers manager after being sacked by Southampton in December. The 39-year-old led Saints to promotion to the Premier League in his first season in charge, beating Leeds in the playoff final. That campaign included a club record 25-game unbeaten run as they recovered from a poor start to the season to bring themselves back into contention. But they struggled with the step up, but as the manager stuck to his style of play principles, and he was sacked with just 1 league win in 16 matches. Martin's previous jobs were in charge of MK Dons and Swansea, as he built up a reputation for an attractive style of play. After a break of 6 months, the former Scotland international is now ready for another test. Speaking on Match of the Day 2, he said, "Yeah, I'm feeling it's been a good time to reflect, a good break after 20 years or so of playing, and straight into management. It's been a nice time to enjoy. I think wherever I go in next, and whenever I go in next, I'll be much better for it." Martin also revealed he has rejected other job offers since his Southampton departure. Asked about the importance of making sure his next opportunity is the right one, he went on, "Yeah, I think so. It's really important. We've turned a few opportunities down because it just didn't feel quite right, and it's about the opportunity it gives us, how we feel about it, the people you're working for, all of it comes into account. Also the cultural context, the style of play, how the style of play, the work that we do will fit the club." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.